Hi, and welcome back to the Secret of the Game course. Really excited to have you for lesson 23, understanding her world of abundance. So we have to know, especially in the West, that attractive girls have a built-in market, really whether they do anything or not. It isn't about them needing to learn skills or anything like that. It really is they show up and they have a pre-built-in market, and it's just how it works. So we need to understand that and really realize that this requires us to become a 1% male. That has the ability to generate that polarity, that attraction, to build status in her eyes relative to the feelings that we can give her. And those are ways that we're going to win. So understanding her built-in market, once again, she categorizes the men in her life that just continuously flow to her, whether through her DMs in Instagram, whether it's on, Snapchat, whether it's on whatever it is. She has always just inbound men coming through, especially before the age of 35 or so. So she has to categorize them into, the alpha rotation, those that are, getting to her authentic self and physicality and sexuality, her arbitraging self. Those that are not, that are trying to pursue a courtship relationship with her, forcing the sort of love frame on the interaction with her that isn't consistent with her authentic self, especially in the West. Or the friend zone, those will never get her physicality, that are just entirely, showing low status intelligent and not attraction. So the impact on sexual access, your categorization directly influences whether or not you'll have sexual access to her or not. Obviously, the alpha rotation does. Courtship gets withheld sex, and then friend zone never gets it. And so we need to adjust our behavior accordingly. We need to always be knowing that her arbitraging ego is always evaluating our status intelligence level of it, and we need to consistently, demonstrate status intelligence and not low status intelligence or low SI behavior. We're going to hop into the next slide here. Understanding her market and her experience. She has an oversupply of demand. Attractive to girls have an oversupply, and this leads to the need, once again, to categorize and inventory potential suitors. The alpha rotation and beta tracks. The alpha rotation provides her with sexual partners, while the courtship track serves as an alternative, maybe just getting, attention there. And then this also tends to give her sort of a bratty personality, and how that works, and the reason, especially in the West, is when you do have that oversupply of demand without needing to display virtue, this can lead to a bratty personality combined with the arbitraging ego, where she almost resents the fact that these men are trying to put on a love frame onto the interaction and force her into, a love type role, when that's not consistent with what her ego wants or what she wants. And lastly, her rotation building for men, in terms of creating demand where no demand is really present and there's an oversupply on the other side of the market. We must go through the work of building high status intelligence throughout our entire life. Be patient, as we talked about before. The power dynamic changes at about 35 years old. And the dating market in the West is out of balance, favoring women without requiring them to demonstrate virtue or learn any skills or take any action, really. In the way that we can actually combat that, or to be able to still win, is by building that status intelligence that we talked about in this course, and that we're going to continue to talk about, the roles of social polarity or flirtation, physicality, and then also mastering the other algorithms in our other aspects of our life, really being, put together. And once we continue to do that on a regular basis, give ourselves enough volume of opportunities, things are going to fall in our favor. So be patient. But that was lesson 23, understanding her world of abundance. Attractive girls have a built-in market. Stay tuned.